I don't think Baker's going to make more than a 2-game difference. So if they make it to 6, they should be proud.
Yeah. Coach, I'm gonna let you start with this one because I know your I don't want to say hatred because that's a strong word, but your dislike for Sam Darnold and how bad he is. But
that ass.
Yeah. What you think, Coach?
Sam Darnold is booty butt. That's what I want. But other than that, this ain't about Sam Darnold. I got him going 7-10. I gave him 4 more actually wins. I gave him because of Baker Mayfield, his ability. Like I say, he doesn't really turn the ball over too much. Last year he played through a torn labrum, which is he hurt week 2 against my Houston Texans, which is he did at that injury that week right there. But I think he's good enough to give him 4 more wins. DJ Moore is a very good receiver. You can make an argument for this guy to probably be in the top 10. I mean, it depends. Robbie Anderson is clearly he doesn't want to be in Carolina. Clearly, he doesn't want to be in Carolina at all. He's nothing but he's really no more than a person that you can throw to down the field. Really, he's really no more than a person that can take the top off the defense. Christian McCaffrey just got to stay healthy, but you still, even if he doesn't stay healthy, you got Chula Hubbard who didn't play bad last year. He was very good in his time last year. You had a top 2 defense last year. They was just put in a bad situation because Sam Darnold always would turn the ball over at the end of their own territory and force that defense to come right back out on the field. That's just how bad Sam Darnold is right now. And like I said, I predicted Sam Darnold within a couple more years he will be a part of the NFL, or he's going to either be a backup for the rest of his career. He's just not a good quarterback. But I got him going 7-10. 7-10. I think their schedule is pretty favorable. You know, they may have a chance to lose against the Cleveland Browns, but they also can win that game because Deshaun Watson is not going to be able to play that game. Right. I think they have a chance against the Giants. I think they can beat New Orleans, but I think I will take New Orleans chances right there. Arizona, it could very much happen. You got San Francisco. You got have a chance to Rams. You got Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So those are 3 tough games. Those are 4 back-to-back tough games. Still, those are 4 back-to-back tough games. Atlanta, they can beat Atlanta. I think they could beat Atlanta. But then you go on the road to Cincinnati. You got Atlanta again. You got Baltimore. You got Denver. You got Seattle. You got Pittsburgh. You got Detroit, who's going to be a fighting team this year. Atlanta, you got Tampa Bay and New Orleans to end the season. So, I think they can win 7 games up out of their schedule. 7-10 is my prediction for the Carolina Panthers, only because of the quarterback situation, and it's an upgrade over Sam Darnold.
Don, Panthers.
Yeah.
What you looking at?
Well, I probably could have upgraded a bit, like Coach said, with Baker Mayfield coming on board, but I left it alone where it's at, and I have the Panthers at 4-13.
Jeez.
I mean, they have a decent squad, but they disappoint me year after year after year. Last year I predicted.
Where's Slade at? Let me tag him on Facebook.
Yeah, last year I predicted 6-11. They went 5-12. They went 1 less. So I'm giving them 2 less this year because they just disappoint me too much. But they picked up a linebacker in the offseason, Corey Littleton. They got Johnny Hecker as punter. They got Baker Mayfield. 2 of their draft picks that stood out that I really like. They got Ike Ekwonu at offensive tackle. And it's going to be interesting with Matt Corral as quarterback as well. So this is a team that has a lot of pieces to be a lot better than this record, but they've had that for years except for the quarterback, and they don't do anything with it. I don't think Baker's going to make more than a 2-game difference. So if they make it to 6, they should be proud.
They make it to 6, they should be proud. When do you think Matt Corral starts?
Every Panther fan asking that question.
Yeah.
Only Don knows.
Barring injury, if Baker doesn't get injured, they're going to give him a shot. They will give Baker a shot. I would say somewhere between week 8 and 10.
I agree with that. That wasn't too far-fetched. Matt Corral and the Panthers. I tagged Slade. Hopefully he's in here. He's gonna hate my guts. But this is the record that I got for him at 5-12. I don't have a lot of good things to say about the Panthers.
Absolutely.
Brian Burns, bright
Yep.
spot. A couple of the other guys on that defense, bright spots. J.C. Horn, not so much. I know he got hurt. But the Auburn game where he played at South Carolina, where he played against Auburn when he was at South Carolina, still puts a bad taste in my mouth. That boy looked absolutely. He looked like a wounded animal. I mean, he's this year's Sauce Gardner. That's how I felt about him last year. It was like almost reminiscent. It was like, oh my God, like J.C. Horn, Sauce Gardner, this the same player. Everybody's so bug-eyed over these guys. But outside of that, just looking at their schedule, man, it's very interesting. I mean, they start out. I mean, it's like every other week. They got a deep bye week at week 13. They get 2 favorable teams to start out with. I mean, well, nobody knows how Cleveland's going to be, but if you look at it, their history over the last couple of years, I think they get a win against Cleveland. I think they get a win against, the Giants, but I think they lose. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row. Sorry, Slade. New Orleans, Arizona, San Francisco. They got to go to the Rams, Tampa Bay, to Atlanta, to Cincinnati, and then they come back, play Atlanta at home, they get a win, and then they just got to go through a gauntlet again of playing at Baltimore and playing Denver. Come off the bye week, they'll beat Seattle. They'll go on the 3-game losing streak again against Pittsburgh, Detroit, and Tampa Bay, and then they have to go to New Orleans and play them at home, which lands them for me at 5-12. Booty butt cheeks, not good at all. They're not going to be good. And if I really have to look at it, still a bright spot of that team is going to be DJ Moore.
Yep.
I feel so bad for that guy, man.
Oh my God. Free my man.
I hate to put the expectation of somebody getting hurt, but I don't have any faith with CMC. I mean, love the kid, loved him at Stanford, loved his dad, Ed McCaffrey. He was one of my favorite receivers growing up to watch. And then who do you got? You got this quarterback controversy between like four quarterbacks.
Yeah.
PJ Walker.
Matt Corral, week 8. And you throw him into a really bad situation with Matt Rule. And Matt Rule is still learning from his mistake of drafting all defensive players 2 years ago when he should have got Isaiah Simmons.
Yes.
You ruined this man's career single-handedly when he would have been the best fill-in for Luke Kuechly, and you ruined it. So, Sora, go ahead and round us out with the Carolina Panthers, sir.
Yeah, so I'm...
Oh, my God.
Don, I think you hit the hammer on the nail last year, though, because I have them at 6-11. Sam Darnold is absolute ass. Let's get that straight right now. I'm pretty sure we all did quarterback. He was like 40. At best 39 maybe, but yeah, no, that boy's absolute trash. So yeah, I expect Mayfield to start.
I've been trying to say this, but I got crucified last year for saying that like Sam Darnold was not going to be good. Like,
oh no, Sam Darnold's not good.
Oh, give him a chance. We gave him 4 years, and he's still butt.
Yeah. I mean, what a weird situation Carolina's in, you know? You have both the first overall and the third overall on your roster, and they're both dog shit. Like, they're both terrible. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think, let me look at what I have here. Cleveland, I think Mayfield can get his revenge. I think Giants can squeak out New Orleans. It's early enough, maybe. But then, you got Arizona, San Fran, the Rams, Tampa, Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta, you may get lucky. Cincy, Atlanta again. I think you'll only get lucky on one of those. Baltimore, Denver, and then your bye week. And getting to the bye week, which is at week 13, if they are smart, and I say this with
The
every
utmost
team
sincerity.
yeah, I say this with every team that starts off drafting a quarterback and then throwing them into the fire. If Carolina is smart with Corral, they won't play him at all this year. The earliest
agree.
the earliest I would see that man is after the bye week, week 14. Just be like, look, there's no hope. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we can improve on. Let's look at the teams that have thrown a quarterback into the fire. I would argue Mayfield. They threw him in week 3? Carson Wentz with the Sam Bradford thing. The Eagles at least were smart to do it right the second time, which was wait until week 14 to throw in Hurts. You saw it with the Ravens. You saw it with Justin Herbert and the Chargers. They waited to throw their guys in. I think it's absolutely pointless to rush Corral. Let him learn under a year. Yes, it's under Mayfield and Sam Darnold, and I'm sorry, Corral. I'm sorry about that, but just let the man learn the system for a year. I absolutely think Corral will be amazing.
I agree.
But yeah, no, the dude needs to either wait a year or he needs to wait till week 14. But yeah, I got the Panthers at 6-11.
Yeah, if you watch the tape on Matt Corral like we did a couple days ago, man, after some people, he's mediocre. Okay, buddy. I see what I said, and I said what I said, and we're going to end the poll right here at 8 votes. Losing record across the board. However, to some of these comments, Sam Darnold was playing good when he had CMC the first few games. Me and Don said the same exact thing. He's going to be good up until CMC gets hurt. Yep. And let's give a shout out to DJ Moore last year. I had him. I took a whim in fantasy by picking him and Terry McLaurin, and they were absolute excellent last year for me. But if you watched any games with DJ Moore last year, he was pretty incredible for Sam Darnold as well. Let's not get it twisted. Yeah. But here's the Carolina Panthers. Take it or leave it. We are saying collectively that these dudes, as Key so elegantly put it, they're going to be booty noodles. So
I give Christian McCaffrey 7 games this season before he's out for the year.
Ooh, man. That's harsh, but I mean
it's harsh, but it's true.
It's the reality of things. It's time for the Chuba Hubbard season. Chuba Hubbard season.
Yeah.